Well, will it be another Marine? Our 46 teammate Marco Bezzecchi with Xavi Vierge on the front row for the first time in over a year. Lowe's back off the grid. A bit further down, Schrotter and Augusto Fernandez. He's got to produce a pain-defying ride, as has Tetsuta Nagashi. Position for Mattia Passini, replacing Jorge Martin. He's on row 5 with Gartho, Luti, the improving a former Moto 2 winner here, Ramirez and Manzi on row 7. Pons, Ben Schneider and Corsi in RW Racing for his World Championship debut.
Jake Dixon had his arm up there as he was making his... If you've been following us all weekend, you'll know that Dunlop brought a different rear tyre to it's Luca Marini that is going to head them off. Now, only 2 riders have decided to actually opt for Aaron Canet on the 2nd row and Marcel Schrotter on the 4th row. So tyre. Now, with it being slightly cooler, you can see the cloud cover. We've not seen that at any point.
Well, that might be a decisive choice by Canet and Schrotter. Will that soft tyre work better in these cooler conditions? It was the twin Rimategi in Japan last October, and coincidentally that was the last time anybody in the Moto 2 World Championship. They have Bastianini and Sam Lowe's coming from that 2nd row. They've had great race pace all weekend too. Or to the Moto 2 World Championship. We're hoping that Jorge Martin's back in action for his home Grand Prix in Barcelona.
Here we go on the grid then, Luca Marini. Just remember, last week these days, how does Sam Lowe's think he can get on here today as well? He had leader's pace as he was coming through the pack. MotoGP for him in 2021. The lights go out here in Mazzano. Really good start to the lead. Brilliant start from Vierge.
Super aggressive then from the Spaniard. He leads for the first time in 2020 and he started 5th. He's already recovered 1 place into 4th. Sluggish off the line for Sam Lowe's. He's lost position to the 2.
Yeah, he said he wanted to learn. He'll learn plenty with these 4 up ahead of him, won't he? Vierge then it is that has the advantage. Number 9 Marini. He thinks better of it into turn 8.
Yeah, now Marini as Vierge goes well wide coming out of turn. The inside line through turns 9 and 10. So he just about held on to that position despite running wide. Marini was not able to.
This super quick turn 11. Bastianini is there in 4th, ready to pounce for him in his early stages of Moto 2. We were massive fans of Xavi Vierge. It's so good to see him at the front of races.
There for Lowe's, coming out of 14, on the gas that fraction too early with a bit of lean angle. He was almost right out of the seat.
Marini's desperate to find a way through. What's happened there? Bezzecchi, no room. He didn't have any room at all to get braking done into.
Done all again then for Bezzecchi and Sam Lowe's because they both had big mistakes at the end of lap 1 and at the start of lap 2.
Up the inside of Marini, he'll go straight on, and he decided to go up in the inside of Marini, and it's stuck.
Yeah, if he squeezed that front brake at the Red Bull Ring last year, Marini snaps back up the inside of Jake Dixon. In Moto 2, he wanted it to be a learning race. He's learning from the very best right now.
Here comes Bezzecchi then trying to make up from Bastianini and Marini. Then it's Jake Dixon in 4th. Fernandez and Canet, who's lost ground in the early stages. Here comes the move from Bastianini. Nicely done. Block
between Vierge and Bastianini. Marini trying to exact a bit of revenge on Bastianini for that aggressive move at turn. Over the line to complete lap 2. Quickest man on circuit is Sam Lowe's. He's quickly regained his composure after that big taken by Bezzecchi, but he says to Bezzecchi, you're going to have to do better than that. Lowe's has got really good early rhythm. To see that Marini's in 3rd at the moment as well and can't get away. This race starting completely differently. He's in 7th place. Did Gian Antonio up ahead of him. Here comes Marini up the inside of Bastianini and into P2. Here comes Bezzecchi trying to find a way up the inside of Jake Dixon, and Bezzecchi will have that inside line. Dixon just cannot. Takes 4th.
Bezzecchi's going to pounce now on Anaya Bastianini's got supreme speed out of turn number 9.
Through turn number 11.
Well, it's Xavi Vierge. He's losing pretty much every corner of every lap. Sinking to the bottom of the time screens on the left. It's reappeared. Panic over. Panic over. Sorry to Gian Antonio fans.
Now then, Bezzecchi, can he get up the inside of Bastianini into the first corner? He's lining that move up. We're on board with him now. Put on that inside line going into the first corner, aren't they? You've only got to stray slightly offline. We've seen a few riders caught out by the bump a couple of laps ago. He's getting a bit of retaliation here from Sky VR46.
Fastest lap of the race. Marcel rider fast from the moment the lights have gone out. You can just see the number 23 there trying to go through onto Gian Antonio.
Working good. He's nicely up to temperature now. 3 laps in.
Okay, the Petronas sprinter team have had a lot of success here in the last 7 days.
They've got their race leader, Xavi Vierge, who we're looking at right now, from Luca Marini, and Jake Dixon still hanging on to a place in the top.
Sort of takes away the opportunity for anyone to be able to overtake him then into 14.
Through, Joe Roberts has crashed, so the Californian He's had an early bath here in Misano, unfortunately.
That isn't a speck of rain on the camera lens there, is it? Surely not. Aaron Canet now, another but he's back in 10th at the moment.
Yeah, nobody at the moment able to make a clear, decisive breakaway.
Looking well, it's nice to see him moving there because that looks pretty bad. What's happened here to him there? Oh, whoa! And one of the
Chantra,
yeah, Chantra managed to a stoppie to avoid whacking into. Simon Crayfire just confirming then we've got rain.
Wow.
Spits of rain on the camera lens we saw, and
curveballs for this Grand Prix and potentially the Premier Class race coming up later on this afternoon. Unbelievable.
And here comes it now, Bastianini. Widen the eyes somewhat for a couple of riders out on circuit, that's for sure. Two riders have just...
Ticker,
it's
mate,
not
is it?
good at all. Come on. Onto the start-finish straight we go. Do you know, this morning, I laughed at him. He was absolutely spot on.
Thought Marini was going to attack Vierge there on that so much quicker. The corner speed he had there of Vierge through turn 3. Almost a different league. Vierge, though, so good on the... Concertinaed up behind Vierge. They're ganging up on him here. That's what's keeping this race tight right now. Here comes Marini.
Yeah, around the outside of all of them. What a move from the Italtrans rider. That is special.
Where did then? It's obviously not proving to be a great distraction for these riders at the moment. It's so disconcerting when you see the run.
I love the fact that Bastianini waits to get to the front and then puts his arm up. Of course, it's races though. It's so awkward because the rain will come down on the visors of the helmet so much more.
Gian Antonio to get up the inside of Schrotter into turn 14. There is Sam Lowe's. We've right at 2. We've got the top 10 covered by just 2 seconds. This is more Moto 3 than Moto 2.
Now, this is looking... Yeah, but this makes me cringe a bit, Matt.
Oh, he's out the seat. He's out the seat.
Something's going to happen here shortly. This is...
Was that because of the rain spots falling for him? Look at Gian Antonio versus Bezzecchi. This is like...
Has different impacts on different riders. Some will be thinking, I'm not willing to risk. Others will be like, this is game on. Sam Lowe's up the inside. I'm not surprised, Matt. These guys are all on slick tyres. And... You know, there could have been something coming there.
Steve, just looking out of our commentary box window, a few more heavier...
Something big happening because these guys are not holding back. They're pushing still so fast. But the rain...
I've not seen a single spot of rain since I stepped off the plane here a week ago last Wednesday. 2 battle, which is a real intense battle as well. The red flag is out due to track conditions.
Bastianini then. So this race will be ultimately restarted.
10-lap dash for cash then.
Yeah, a wet race. So tyre choice then becomes open to the rider.
Isn't it?
I think I saw the Sky Boys sticking with their original.
Yeah, guys. Oh, okay, well, there has been a lot of deliberations going on down in that Sky VR46 box. So Marie convinced enough to go for the soft. How crucial will that prove to be? Well, we'll find out very shortly.
Restart. Luca Marini and only Marini and Vierge starting this one. We'll try and get a better look at that in a moment. And this now is anyone's game. More riders willing to gamble in conditions like this.
Antonio and Schrotter on that second run. They've got nothing to lose. That's the quick restart procedure process. The exciting lap, and then there's just one representative from their team to meet them on the grid just to make sure that everything's okay of this 4.2 kilometre circuit.
Yeah, it's a club race basically, isn't it? Attack from the word go. Sam Lowe's just up for an opportunity potentially for Schrotter to fight for race victory.
Well, scenario for you, it's going to be all about the guys that can get out there, attack, go into gung-ho mode very quick.
Yellow banded tyre, Luca Marini sticking with what he initially started with for the 25-lap race. Race still starts at 2 o'clock local time. There's a 10-lap sprint here because of weather conditions. Fell again. Looks like at the moment, anyway, from what we can see from the commentary box window, that it's going to stay him in race 1 at turn 14. He had pretty decent speed, though, and was working his way closer to the... Yeah, I'm not surprised to see Sam go for the softer option tyre. And you're not going to get that chance to try and warm up for a couple of laps here.
Cini, which sits at 17 points. It's a pretty healthy buffer going into this home Grand Prix, second home.
A 10-lap sprint, it would have been Luca Marini, that's for sure, because his rhythm on really used tyres has just been warm-up lap as well. He's trying to naturally generate as much heat in that harder rear tyre. Riders, Tetsuta Nakashima, he's got crutches as soon as he gets off the bike.
Bass this Mazzano to take 3.
front wheel down. It looks like green flag is waving. We're ready to go. A 10-lap dash in Moto 2 here. Start there from Enea Bastianini, but Marini got away well also, and he's got the inside line as they shoot down towards turn 1.
Start at turn 3, no. Vierge starts third in P3 right now as they sweep through turn 3 for the first.
Oh, look at that! It's opened the door for Vierge, who then pounces through to take P1.
Oh, Marini places. That's costly early on for Marini.
Here is Vierge then, here it is, leading, and Bastianini like that.
Yeah, that was aggressive. There was an aggressive move, wasn't it, by Bastianini in the first race at turn 4.
Yeah, on
Brit
Sam
on
Lowe's,
Brit,
Brit
yeah.
on Brit. So then here is Vierge already coming.
And he'll try and get the hammer down now because he knows he nudged Marini out wide. And what a chance now for Bastianini. Navarro, Schrotter and Vierge ahead of him.
Don't panic about Navarro's, it's the orange and black machine. Bastianini will lead. The opening lap of this 10-lap sprint then across the line ahead of Vierge.
Couple of places down in 9th place and bashed around by fellow Brit Dixon as well.
It was a bit of a mix-up by Navarro up ahead, on board with Luca Marini then.
Launch, found a way through on Bastianini, and then he was going to, obviously, his plan A was to get away. Schrotter trying to find a way and was being executed perfectly, but he hadn't reckoned with the aggression of Bastianini, who's checking out here.
Yeah, teammate.
This is working out perfectly for Bastianini because while Vierge and Schrotter carve each other up, for a second clear through sector 3.
This is the battle for second. He's up the inside.
Payback.
Oh, and nudging Jake Dixon. Contact from the pair of them, but Dixon's got pace and we're on board with him now to try and challenge for the podium.
So Bastianini stretching his legs with clear track in front of the race so far, and he's 9/10 clear of Xavi Vierge. Marini still mired in 5th place, can't get through.
To Gian Antonio.
When Enea Bastianini looks back on this race, Steve, if he does take the star, but that could be absolutely pivotal, certainly for this race and for the championship as well.
It was punishment, that's for sure.
It's racing at the highest level.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is brilliant. Just about squeezed through, and he leads here, number 33, Enea Bastianini. Since his win, Barrow in Brno, he's not had things his own way until he finished third here last week, desperately trying to close down on Schrotter, get himself into podium contention. Twitch on the front there from
Bastianini. As it stands, Dixon's well wide onto the dirt and the grass coming out, getting to within 5 points of Luca Marini. A big swing in the championship then. Vierge can't turn in. Nice move. That by Schrotter, but he's in wide as he tried to squeeze back on the gas. He lost the ring.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys here desperately fighting to get their first podium of the year as well.
Will just be music to the ears of Enea Bastianini because while Marini can't pick his way through on, keep that lead just over a second right now.
On board with the World Championship leader. Blue teammate Marco Bezzecchi, who's got that softer rear tyre on. He loses another place then to the number 72.
At this stage of the season, not even been a discussion. It won't ever be a discussion. It's every man for himself in Sky VR40.
Who's behind him and lapping quicker. Across the line then we go. 3 the advantage for Bastianini on Xavi Vierge. You're looking here at Sam Lowe's making a move on Luca Marini.
Lowe's going to have a go at turn 4. He's made it through. Turn 4's not been kind to Luca Marini in this Grand.
This is proper racing here through turn 6, round the outside. Lowe's manages to hang on to it.
Drop them back behind Bezzecchi, Schrotter and Vierge.
Bezzecchi's Luca Marini. Ever since that move from Enea Bastianini, he's not been able to get into his rhythm. This is the brilliant scrap for second between Vierge, Schrotter and Bezzecchi.
Chad Dunlop rear tyre for this restart.
Early and eager on the power there, Marcel Schrotter.
He's been a bit lucky, though. Really good podium. He's looking ahead to his former Liquimoli teammate, Xavi Vierge. No way through.
Fastest lap of the race, Bezzecchi, 36.3 for the number 72. He try and hunt down Bastianini.
That key late decision to switch to that soft rear tyre, well, that's paying dividends big.
Around turn 6, Vierge looking to give Petronas Sprinter their first podium in wide on exit as well, and that might just give Bezzecchi a chance to go through, and it does.
Front and rear tyre box.
Oh! Contact between the two teammates. Vierge's race is over. Such a great...
Yeah, well, Xavi Vierge then left to contemplate what might have been. It could have well been his first podium since Australia and out. Good news that for Marini because he's picked up another crucial place. struggling on that last lap. Marini was the only man that...
True. Schrotter had the inside line. It was close. Oh, that's going to be looked into. That's
Here's a bit of a burn, really.
Look what this has done out front. Sam Lowes is now up to third. Fastest lap of the race, a 36. Luca Marini.
Now, Bezzecchi last weekend had great late rhythm to hunt down Luca Marini. Yes, there was that 2 seconds. So already on this first sector, on this 7th lap, he's found a 10th.
Side by side then, from the Italian to go through on the German. That moves him up into 4th place.
What the points make pride by Marini, because he knows these are vital, vital points for his championship challenge.
We saw Marco Bezzecchi in the battle for second. This is the live championship standings. Thanks to that move from Marini, he'd now...
Bezzecchi, another 2 tenths he found on Bastianini in sector 2, and another...
Incredible. Is there late drama here for Bastianini? Across the line, he'll see that. He was a bit scrappy on the exit. Sam Lowes with a 36.1. He was 8 tenths quicker than the race leader.
Bastianini's got bothered his advantage. Oh, there was a moment there, wasn't there? Bezzecchi squeezing the power on as hard as he dared through turn number 3.
Marini in 4th, the World Championship leader. I think that's just about the best he can manage from this situation right now.
Dropped Marcel Schrotter, so I don't think he's going to have to worry about any response from the German in the latter stage of this sprint race.
Italian out front.
Yeah, down to 8 tenths now, or just under 8 tenths as they come now towards Cavone.
Garzo's having a brilliant ride. He's in 8th place ahead of Dixon, Canet and Luti.
Now what soft rear tyres have done before they made this restart, that could be absolutely crucial. At the moment it's Bastianini
in 10 months.
Absolutely brilliant. Doing mid 137s as well.
He's got 2 laps then to try and 1/10 of a second the gap between himself and Bezzecchi.
Bezzecchi will do his own championship challenge of the world of good here. Bastianini, it's down to just under 7 tenths with 2 to go.
They might just run out of time here. We're on board with skid left on the power hard around turn 6 and then try and get in the slipstream. Not close enough here for Lowes.
It's that Triumph 765cc triple engine Sing on the kink, the fast kink through turn 7. Bezzecchi on the brakes into turn 9 is absolutely phenomenal. He makes up so much ground on back. Obviously, of course, they'll be running a very, very light fuel load. No sense whatsoever in starting this Grand Prix again with a full...
It's going to be about half a second across the line with 1 lap to go that he's got to try and bridge for any chance of winning.
Anything happens ahead of him now then. It's all on an air. Bastianini, can he take a famous victory from this Misano circuit? Over the line he comes to start the final lap. Half a second between him and Bezzecchi.
If he can split lines right now, though, it just doesn't look like he's anywhere near close enough.
I think the Italtrans man at the moment, because when you're in this position at the end of a sprint lap race in the Moto 2 World Championship, there is nothing that's comfortable through turn number 8, and then in particular in the braking zone for turn 9, and then that right-hander as well into 10.
Luca Marini's actually started typically to get into his groove. He's very, very quick now in 4th place, but his debut in Moto 2 has crashed out.
Just going to run out of time here, Bezzecchi. 3 tenths quicker he was in sector 2. Sector 2 is
out, and he's managed to hold on. That move on Marini early on, absolutely crucial. We may well look back at everything. The last corner, a 10-lap dash is done, and the championship is going to close up. And a 4th place finish, Matt.
That's exactly why Bastianini is on his way to MotoGP next year. Marini will tax his first top 6 in the Moto 2 World Championship. Good day for the Brits with Lowes 3rd and Dixon 6th. Your top 10, and look at that. It's closing up in terms of the World Championship. Enea Bastianini, jubilant Italtrans Racing Team. Simon, over to you.
Hey, Robertino, what do you think of Enea's wow?
You know, Simon, you were also a rider in these kind of conditions. It's also single corner, every single straightaway. So Enea put out a perfect performance. I think we were the only ones, and I think that was the key. He made a gap in the first few laps, and then he just managed it. Dropping, and yeah, tires were spot on. The team did a great job during...
Congratulations.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, congratulations indeed. That was a monumental win. Sorry, who knows what it's like to win a Moto 2 race here on home soil in Misano. Took the checker flag, 7 tenths. Fans, he's coming right into championship contention as well, isn't he, Bezzecchi? Back-to-back.
Don't know what happened to Baldassarre in that race. He finished last.
Yeah, it was only a 10-lapper, wasn't it? Something happened to him on the last lap as well. He was doing 1:41, so yeah.
Not starting from pit lane, although the penalty certainly fit the crime. And here's a massive stand-up wheelie.
If you like your facts and figures, that was the 50th Italian 1-2 in the Intermediate World Championship. Niccolo Bulligo actually had a pretty respectable race himself to get 10th. Luca Marini, race, bit of a shrug of the shoulders. He got the start he wanted in race 2, but he was a victim attack. But he picked him up, didn't he? And Marini just then couldn't respond or get himself back into
great scenes. There won't be an awful lot of messing around in Parc Ferme here.
5 years ago. That man there, Enea Bastianini, took his first ever Grand Prix victory.